welcome to this week's Timeless Pick-a-Card reading. Today we are journeying into the profound energies of the Neptune Moon Oracle. It's your cosmic compass for spiritual awakening, deep transformation and unveiling truths long hidden beneath the surface of your life's path. Each card in this reading is a sacred key, connecting to your physical, emotional, mental and spiritual dimensions. These cards weave together a soul story meant just for you. Within each message lies its potential to expand your awareness, unlock insights, and awaken the divine truth waiting patiently within. So please take a moment, center your breath, ground your energy, and feel into the card that calls your spirit. Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3. There'll also be a bonus reading at the end. Please take a moment and I'll be back with your reading. Come back, Group 1. Your message is initiation through conscious choice. You are no longer just awakening, you are actively ascending. The cosmic upgrade signals that your energetic field is recalibrating, syncing with high dimensional awareness. This isn't just theatrical, it's rewriting your intuitive instincts, your responses to situations, even the way that you dream. But like all upgrades, it comes with friction, a test of choice. The crossroads reveals that you are being offered two timelines. One aligns with your soul's frequency, and the other feels familiar, but it's stagnant. The moment isn't about right versus wrong, or truth versus false. Are you ready to live as the newest version of yourself? Or will you remain in alignment with the outdated self that you have already outgrown? Then comes the karmic echo of the recent timeline. It's a reminder that your past doesn't chain you unless you keep clinging to its pain. Unprocessed regrets, looping thoughts, old identities, they still may be appearing like ghosts in your aura. This card whispers you can't fully enter the new if part of your being is still narrating the old. The advanced knowledge is the soul remembering itself. Your inner mystic, healer, teacher, or codesmith is awakening, not by learning something new, but by unlocking what you already mastered across all timelines. This isn't the beginning of the journey, it's the return to it. On a spiritual level, you are being asked to accept your evolution and live from the knowing. You are a soul in form, here to transform patterns and elevate consciousness. On the mental level, beliefs are your blueprints. It's time to rewrite the internal script so that your reality reflects your truth and not your trauma. On the emotional level, emotions are messengers. They're not dictators. You need to feel them, honor them, but don't make decisions from them. Let them cleanse and not cling. On the physical level, you may feel out of sync temporarily. This is the body learning to carry more light. Treat it as a sacred vessel. You need to nourish, move, rest, and recalibrate. This is not just a message, this is a rite of passage. You are no longer asking who I am. You're choosing who I am becoming. Thank you so much for joining me, Group 1. I hope that this resonates with you on a very deep soul level. And I'll be back again next week with your Neptune Moon reading. Welcome back, Group 2. For your message, Group 2, this is the rise of the heart-centered guardian. You have walked through realms that demanded care, presence, and emotional strength. The card, the Guardian, or caring energy, is not only about being a protector for others, it's about honoring the inner healer within yourself. You've learned to hold space, to love without losing yourself, and to sense the unspoken. Now as life shifts its rhythm, you're being guided to align your outer care with your inner sovereignty. The rhythm cycles reveals the heartbeat of your life. its natural tides of expansion, rest, grief, and renewal. You're remembering that life doesn't move in straight lines, it dances in spirals. This card reminds you that honoring your season, whether it's bloom, stillness, is an act of wisdom and not weakness. With new movement comes the need for discernment. Not all doors are yours to open. Not all voices deserve access to your frequency. This card calls you to sacred filtering for your relationships, your tasks, or your energy. You're not becoming picky, you're becoming precise. And finally, you've drawn leveling up, a signal that your energy is rising. You may feel stretched, tested, or exhilarated as you shed your old skin. But this is not chaos, it's calibration. You are becoming more of who you've always been beneath the noise and the chaos. Together, these cards show a soul stepping into energetic mastery. With a wide open heart and a grounded presence, the guardian within is not just a nurturer now, but an empowered channel of discernment, truth, and rhythm, and true personal expansion. On the spiritual, you are anchoring the ascended self, balancing intuitive compassion with clear energetic boundaries. You are no longer doing the work alone. Higher guides and timelines are collaborating with you. On the mental, your perception is becoming more refined. You've noticed when something feels off, even if it looks good on the surface. You need to trust this. Your mind is no longer being ruled by urgency or obligation. On the emotional level, you've learned emotional intelligence through experience. Feelings are no longer overwhelming, they are navigational. This cycle invites you to deepen emotional boundaries without closing your heart. On the physical level, your body may be recalibrating. You may need more rest. You may need different type of nourishment. Or it may be calling you to new rituals. You need to listen. The level up is holistic. It's not energetic. Some things that you may reflect on this week is where in your life are you giving without receiving, and what boundaries need reinforcing. Which cycle are you in right now? Are you blooming, shedding, resting, or rising? And what or who feels misaligned? And are you willing to release it? Thank you so much for joining me, Group 2, for your Neptune Moon reading. I hope that this resonates on a very deep and spiritual level for you. And I'll see you again next week for your Neptune Moon reading. Welcome back, Group 3. Your message is the sacred balance of becoming. Your path is now one of integration and not opposition. The card of polar duality and finding balance tells us that your soul is learning to hold paradox with grace, masculine and feminine, light and shadow, action and stillness. It's all valid. It's not about choosing sides, but learning how to weave them into wholeness. You are recalibrating, releasing old contracts. They may surface to be dealt with. These contracts may not be literal, but energetic. They could be outdated beliefs, emotional attachments, or karmic entanglements. This card asks, what have you outgrown that you are still honoring out of guilt or habit? Then comes the rhythm of simultaneously unfolding, a reminder that nothing in your life is truly linear. Healing and growth are happening all at once. You don't need to finish one thing to begin another. Trust that you are unfolding on multiple layers in harmony, even if your mind cannot see the full picture yet. And lastly, you are being called to cleanse negative energy and hold pure intentions. This is a reset, a spiritual breath out, the act of purifying your field, releasing what is not yours, and recommitting to only what is aligned and true. On the spiritual, your soul is entering a new octave of consciousness, no longer seeing duality as conflict, but as complement. You're becoming the bridge between polarities, embodying calm, radiant, middle ground. On the mental, clarity is returning. The tendency to overthink or loop in old narratives is dissolving. You're learning to name the belief, to bless it, and to release it. On the emotional, your emotions once seemed messy or too much, now feel sacred. You're learning to express and not suppress. Feelings are honored as signals and not stories. On the physical, you may be called to physically cleanse, to declutter, clear environments, sacred bathing, fasting, or breath work. These actions support the energetic purification that's already beginning to happen with you now. Things that you may reflect on during the week. What energetic or emotional contract are you ready to dissolve? Where in your life are you holding two truths? And can you allow them both to coexist? What small ritual act could help you cleanse or recommit to your truth today? And what is unfolding in your life right now that you don't fully understand, but you can still trust? This group's energy is of a spiritual peacekeeper, the quantum artist, learning that wholeness isn't always symmetry, but radiant acceptance of all parts. Thank you so much for joining me, Group 3, for your Neptune Moon reading. I hope that this resonates with you on a deep and profound level, and I will be back again next week for your Neptune Moon reading. Welcome to the bonus reading. Bonus group, your message is ascension through devotion and sovereignty. The card Prayer and Faith initiates this journey with the purest of forces. That's divine trust. This isn't blind hope. It's the deeps of your knowing that you are supported by something much vaster than yourself. You are being asked to lift your gaze beyond limitation, to call in what your mind cannot yet explain, but your soul already knows. As this channel opens, grounding and protecting, appears to you as a guide, as above, so below. You are rising, yes, but not floating. This card reminds you to root deeply into your body, into Earth's steady embrace. You are safest when you are fully here. Your light is strongest when it's anchored. Then we meet resistance, break free from the containment, the box you've already been living in, whether belief, identity, obligation, or external expectation. It is cracking. This card confirms. Can you feel the pressure? It's your soul's pushing out of an artificial shell. You are not meant to stay small to make others feel comfortable. And finally, thoughts do matter. It's all mental. It's a direct echo of the Hermetic principle of mentalism. Everything around you is thought. It's shaped into form. Your job now isn't to fix the illusion, but to remember that you are its dreamer. Change your mind, and the world reshapes itself. Together these cards form a liberation rite, a return to trust, a reclamation of space, and a mastery of thought as a tool for sacred creation. On the spiritual level, you are reconnecting with Source in a way that transcends dogma. Prayer is not asking, it's aligning. Faith is not passive, it's magnetic. On the mental level, every thought is a brushstroke in your reality. You are painting beauty or looping fear. This is your moment to become intentional with your inner voice. On the emotional level, the cage you're breaking out of might be made of old emotions, of shame, fear, judgment, or unworthiness. You need to feel them fully, then step over the threshold. On the physical, your body is not a burden, it's your altar. Engage in grounding rituals. Eat vibrant food, walk barefoot, cleanse your space, and speak protection into your aura. Some things that you could reflect on during the week, bonus group. What truth have you been afraid to speak because it might change everything? What belief about yourself or your power feels tight, limiting, or expired? And when do you feel most grounded? What daily ritual can help anchor that? You are not contained. You are being clarified. You are not uncertain, you are awakening. This group holds the energy of the soul learning to pray with feet on the ground and eyes on infinity. I hope that this resonates with you, bonus group, and I'll be back again for your Neptune moon reading.